Good morning, Ambazonia. Today, a number 4 day for the month of April 2021. My name na Capo Daniel, Sense Pass King, Lukong, the Deputy Defense Chief of the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Welcome to another episode of my daily podcast. Good citizens of Ambazonia. We start today with news say Cardinal TUMI he don't die. Video he don't come out where the show say Christian Cardinal TUMI he died for inside hospital for Douala. For a viral video where it circulate for social media, we fit see Christian Cardinal TUMI he die body where he be half naked. For the video, we hear citizens them for La République francophone them where they talk for corner.
On va attacher, parce qu'il faut des cordes pour qu'on l'attache. Même le directeur là, il ne prend pas. Justement. Avec les cordes, il faut un drap. Parce qu'il faut un bon drap. Je vais attacher avant qu'on amène à la mort.
The last video of the death of Cardinal TUMI, it don't reveal a lot about witty God it talk about Christian Cardinal TUMI. Christian Wingam TUMI, he be na Cameroon Catholic Cardinal Priest and Archbishop Emeritus of Douala. He be the biggest man for Catholic Church for the entire Cameroons. As he position as Cardinal, he be na the next person where the forfeit choose him like Pope. Me replace the Pope if in case Pope he die. Cardinal TUMI na a very big man. Where time where Pope he die, he be one of the people them way they be the vote for choose the next Pope. Cardinal TUMI he dead na a big blow to La République du Cameroon and Mr. Paul Biya as he be na an enabler. The organization of Cardinal TUMI be na the main tool where they help La République du Cameroon for legitimize their so-called DDR center, where it name itself na an insult to the selfless and sacrifices where the Ambazonian people them they make them, the one the way they don't carry gun, then go for inside bush. When you look the life of Cardinal TUMI and the opportunity, say for a lifetime, you see how the people them for your own country, Ambazonia, they rise up, and a failure for stand up for speak on behalf of that people them. You compare them with Desmond Tutu for South Africa, where he be stand up. Despite the fact that Cardinal TUMI he been a far bigger person, a far respectable personality over Desmond Tutu. Desmond Tutu he stand up, he side with the people them for South Africa. He black people them where they get the same color like he, where they be the fight against the apartheid. Black people them where they be the fight against apartheid for inside South Africa. They be considered by the South African government and many European countries as terrorists. The act of South Africans for reject the apartheid government and to give it any legitimacy over their life was considered an act of betrayal, an act of subvention of state, belonging to an anti-apartheid group in South Africa at the moment of Desmond Tutu was considered treason. The same crimes in way La République du Cameroon it considered those where they call for separation of the Southern Cameroon territory with La République du Cameroon. Unlike Cardinal TUMI, Desmond Tutu, he be take the risk where he be no say the for fee arrest for stand together with the people them, the black people them for talk say no to apartheid, no even reject the legitimacy of the South African government and start an initiative for the church people them for start issued birth certificate because the black people them for South Africa they be denied say they no even belong to that government for South Africa will be imposed upon them by white people them. Desmond Tutu, he be selfless. He be stand for speak the truth and for support the stance of the black people them for inside South Africa. Desmond Tutu, he died like a hero. He be celebrated across the whole world like a hero in a dignified manner. Cardinal TUMI, on the other side, fail for stand together with the people them for the Southern Cameroon for demand La République du Cameroon may they allow Southern Cameroonians them for go. No be say Cardinal TUMI he be na a stranger about the plight of the people them for Southern Cameroon. Cardinal TUMI, the organization, the AGC, actually do a polling for check say now wait away the people them for Southern Cameroon them want them. Meg gonna hear the interview where he began for explain wait the people them for inside Ambazonia them want.
Non, In our questionnaire to Anglophones, we try to influence the Anglophone opinion, but we did not succeed. Therefore, it shows how deep the problem is.
When you say you tried to influence,
we tried to influence.
How?
Good question. When we said, what form of government do you think can solve this problem? Federation, for example. Decentralization, as we are trying to live it now. I think just about 4 or 5 people reacted out of 1,000. 69% of Anglophones said absolute, the word they used, many used was absolute separation. That is to say, cessation. What? Who was taken aback?
Cessation was not on the questionnaire. You had federalism and decentralization.
Yes.
And they ignored the two.
But then we said, have you any other proposition to make? We left it open. Have you other proposition? But many said in the questionnaire, acting on outside the questionnaire, said we should have proposed also a referendum. They said, no, a referendum is not a form of state, form of government.
As una here for Cardinal TUMI your mob, then try for manipulate people their opinion for no way to way them want them when it be organized some type of vote, some type of a sampling or polling for no way to way people them want them. For the questionnaire where them give for people me them answer them so that me them know the true thing where people them for inside Southern Cameroon them want them. Then try for manipulate people them. Me then choose either federation or for choose decentralization for La Republic. But according to Christian Cardinal TUMI, for over 1,000 people them, where them ask this question for them. Now only 4 people them, then stand, then answer this question. They more than 96% for these 1,000 people. Even though then put question them, the choice me be now only for we for stay together with La Republic to Cameroon. These people them write them say them want absolute separation. So Cardinal TUMI said them fail for manipulate people them. Me then choose for stay with, they choose the opinion for stay with La Republic. People them actually go outside their way for even put their own proposition for inside. They say them want now only separation. For over 1,000 people, now only 4 choose a way for choose say the one stay with La Republic, whether not for federation or not for decentralization. The vast majority, for more than 990 something of the people them, then say they want them now only separation. So Cardinal TUMI in no say the people them for our country, Southern Cameroon, where they be cut from Nigeria, a country where the British people they be hella we fight for conquer them for Germans them. Over 99% of them, they want separation. It be no I'm saying that the voice of the people, now the wish of the people, now the aspiration of the people. Yet Cardinal TUMI did not speak on behalf of the people for talk for the world, for talk for La Republic. Say any justice for our people them, now for award them with them want them. He no stand for defend the people their interests, for tell the war and La Republic. Say the people then truly want a separation. They no want for be with them. And are the right thing for do them. And for you for stand for the side of the people then for talk say he choice 2 way he want them. Because the vast majority of people then want separation. So ye as a man of God, we supposed to live above the fear of death. We supposed to live above the fear of intimidation for La Republic. For stand with the people for say me too I want now the thing where the people then want them separation. Cardinal TUMI went against the will of the people. the will of the people is the will of God. Cardinal TUMI no be only know say our people don't want independence. Cardinal TUMI know say La République du Cameroon they be done be manipulated by the French them. They for France, me them assimilate our people for carry out a cultural genocide. Cardinal TUMI he be talk how he be meet up some francophone for France for French people them. They are cardinal them too. Them be ask say the Catholic Church wait to be their success for turn anglophones them into francophones. Now for the way he testify say the French government for France they be get an agenda for destroy our culture and our identity and assimilate we. So despite the fact say it no say there was an evil agenda behind La République their attempt for take over our country, for assimilate we, for go back, for annex and recolonize our territory. Cardinal TUMI he not denounce any union with we and La République. Cardinal TUMI he not be being a stranger for know the impact of Pobia he war on Ambazonia, the killing of his own people them for his own village. Make una hear me he testify wait till he see where La République he do am for place where he come out from Beme for inside the great state of Bui. Una listen.
People in Kumbo did not know what was happening in Beam. When I told them I was in Beam, they said, "What did you go to do in Beam?" I said, "I went to witness myself for myself what the army has done in Beam." They don't know. The truth is not publicized.
And there are also reports of looting going on.
Looting by the army, I'm sorry to say it. The looting is by the army. And I think also the killing of some military men gives me the impression that they are not well trained militarily. I cannot understand how a well-trained young military man, how a young man in the village who is not trained can seize a gun from his hand and use it against him. Now the population is the enemy of the army. I can say that. And we are told that, this is by hearsay, told that, some high-ranking military people use the occasion to enrich themselves because the government is spending. The government is spending for these operations. The top people do not render account of how the money they were given for this or that operation was spent. I was in Nigeria during that period, to the interior of Igbo land, Nowhere. I didn't go to where our refugees are found, but I was told that on the 31st of December, when the president gave his...
In another interview, we go here.
We pray for these boys in the bushes. We pray for the army. Most of the killing is done by the army. It's not done by these boys.
Well, do you have empirical facts?
Oh, of course. Objective study, which is still going on. In Kumbo, 400 people have been killed in the diocese of Kumbo. The Bishop of Kumbo and his priests and some lay have made a study. And the majority of those who have been killed have not been killed by these boys because they do not have the sophisticated arms that the army has. Maybe if they had, they would have killed more, but they don't have the possibility of killing more. Okay. The army comes in, a rebel boy has killed maybe one military man. He runs away, they enter a family and they mow down everybody.
Is that true?
It is perfectly true.
What? Okay.
I'm ready to die for it.
No, you did indicate earlier on that as a pastor you will stand for the truth. Now, has the church something to offer, given that we are at a level where...
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I won't define rebellion.
Of course, it is a good rebellion. You can rebel. When I said a moment ago that A Christian is a rebel against evil.
So Cardinal TUMI, he testify, say the Bible, it talks say Christian them na rebel. They need to stand against evil. Cardinal TUMI, he testify, say La République du Cameroon, their forces them they commit evil for inside Ambazonia, including a village. As when around here, he testify, say he own the parish for inside Kumbo. The people them for inside church, their priests they don't confirm. Say 400 people they be killed by the Cameroon military for Kumbo alone. And this interview it be done na 2018. Cardinal TUMI did not live up to the preaching where he preach him, to the standard where he preach him. Because if he be a Christian, if he stand and rebel, like he talk, say Christian is a rebel against evil. A Christian is for justice for the people. A Christian is the one who stands for the oppressed people against the oppressive regime. But Christian Cardinal TUMI, partner with Mr. Pobia, participated in the so-called Grand National Dialogue in which he said that he was deceived. He was probably deceived because of his own greed, because he rejected to stand and speak for the will of the people, to speak for the aspiration of the people which he claimed is justified and should be agreed. If the so-called people who don't want separation then convince Mr. Pobia, Cardinal TUMI no be need for be convinced. He be need for know the truth, and he knew the truth. He did not stand for the truth. If he stood for the truth was separation, because that is what the people want. More than 99%, if out of 1,000 people, now only 4 people talk say the one stay with La Republic. Now which kind man in go stand say as stand up together with the more than 990 something people, but you allow yourself for stand begin preach about federation as your own choice. You allow yourself to be used by Mr. Pobia for preach a so-called decentralization. Because now they talk that way Cardinal TUMI, he come up for that so-called Grand National Dialogue, he begin to talk him. No doubt, God allow me the last moment where Ambazonian people did see him, now he die body for inside the hand for Francophone them, half naked, being malhandled, like somebody will be useless. What a waste. What a wasted opportunity that such a powerful person who could speak for the people who are oppressed have died like somebody on the street without any family members, but with the language of the oppressor, a symbol of oppression being spoken over his dead body. When a time go through him for inside mortuary. Capo Daniel, signing off. Last time na time.